Hello, Scorpios. This is the first week of May general reading of 2020. So, okay, y'all. We're starting off fresh. Okay, that's good. That looks good. So y'all talking a lot today. So we got to tell you so many things. It's a whole situation, friend. Okay, so in the past, there was this on guard energy that you had that was like, bitches out here to get me, a little bit of that, paranoia kind of stuff, or not even, well, no, it was more of a, you're not paranoid if they're actually after you. Right? Like, I feel like there's danger lurking. And for the less dramatic, it was just more like you understand that, say there are people that weren't in your best interest, you would be able to see it much more clearly in the past. And so what was covering though is you were having a lot of introspection, even maybe some crazy dreams. And so that was actually making you confused, like, well, are certain people for my best interest? They're still in my dreams. Or I've looked back and realized, oh, there were some times where I was the wrong one. So maybe they're not that bad, like, whatever. But you have to remember, Scorpio, like, not everyone is so introspective as you. So, like, some people want you to just squash it and just like move on and not talk about the past. And then other times it's easy for Scorpio to like sit in the whole, I hate to say it, but like die on your own sword. Like, it's kind of a pride problem with Scorpios. It's like, you can't kill me, I will kill me, like, because you backed me into this corner. So it's like, even though it's defeat, instead of losing the game, you'll just forfeit. Even though forfeiting still means you lost, it's still a forfeit though. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I tapped out. So even though this was, kill or be killed, like, oh, I didn't die, I just tapped out. Like, right? So I feel like that is kind of the confusion problem here, because you were having that in the past of like, well, I don't, these people. So in your present energy, you've been kind of juggling. What do I do? And one is, do you work on your next endeavors, your skills, your like your hobbies? You know how Scorpios have like so many freaking interests and hobbies. So it's like, well, I can be doing this thing and this thing, But then another part of you, your spirit, your feminine energy, the cosmos, or kind of spiritual realm, was like, hey, friend, how you doing? Why don't you come hang out with us? Like, work on your spiritual work. So very like the tangible versus the non-tangible. But it looks like spirit, won out for most of y'all here, because it's like, that's what's more important. But in the skills, you're kind of like half-assing it basically and kind of avoiding it. So that's why even though you think you're still like juggling like this one or this one, it's like, no, you made a clear choice. Like, you didn't even work on those other things as tough as you would have before, right? Or that you can. So in the future, I keep saying future, I mean like towards the end of the week, you know what I mean? There you go. You're realizing that there was a certain situation that cannot be changed. It's not, no matter how much you try to push and mess with this situation 444, it's not going to change. You have the inspiration and the serenity and the peace of, you have like the calm over yourself, peace peace of mind. There you go. You have a peace of mind. And it's really funny because your peace of mind actually is coming from this realization that no one put you into exile, only you can really do that. So, and you realize that you needed to do that so you can work on your wounds. There was some idealized vision that you had of certain careers or relationships, and you needed to like go home and work on your home life. So if you're in a relationship, it's like you would basically be working on that current relationship and just strengthening it. And in these hard times, it's hard, like, oh, I need my space sometimes, because sometimes 555 Scorpios, we needed space and don't be knowing how to say it. But luckily, because I know two Scorpios in a relationship, and I remember one was talking about how they have like mandatory certain amount of hours a day where they have to take little breaks from each other, and I never thought about it, and I was like, that makes so much sense, because they're both Scorpios, so they both are like, I need my like hour or two by myself. I can't have you all in my face all the time, or I start getting annoyed by you, like, kind of thing. So, but versus people who are single, I think you're more like working on your home, like decorating. What's your routines? What kind of food do you like? That kind of beautiful stuff. Like, I made a vision board the other day, hung up some stuff. It's nice. So I feel that. But the irony is, like, there are certain situations though that you feel like it's almost like once you laid your swords down, like, this ain't never gonna happen, I'm fucking over it. That's when all of a sudden it start popping off, and then the situation goes off in your favor in the way that closer to like what you wanted. But it's not until you basically completely wrote it off and was like, I'm over it now. And it's because, whoa, okay, Scorpio, you have a 9 of Swords, 2 different decks. This is real. So yeah, there is it's not combative, but it's just like fear. Like, you got your swords ready, like, fuck something up. But like I said, it has more to do with yourself, not others. It's like that's what it is. You're stinging yourself. So please don't sting yourself, Scorpio, just because of pride reasons, right? Don't hit yourself before someone else can hit you. Thank you. Okay, so under that, though, we have 4 of Pentacles, which is nice. It's a thrifty energy. I remember when Leo got this. It was nice. It was like, you're so thrifty. And or accumulation, money, Scorpios love money. And who don't? I hate when people bring it up. Scorpios love money and power. Who don't? Anyways, whatever. But it's just like, well, I guess some people don't like power. It's just too much responsibility for them. But money, everybody likes money though. Anyway, but some people might think it's stingy, like, damn, you're not sharing? You can't share? And you're like, no sharing. Because again, still in that who knows what's gonna happen? We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I can't just be giving away the farm. Oh, but that's good, because now that's leading you to a 9 of Pentacles kind of thing, which is basically, that energy of having things and being self-reliant and having 908, okay, and having everything you need for yourself. So 9 of Pentacles is right before 10 of Pentacles, so it's basically, what was that? Normally it's the independent lady energy, like, I was just thinking Beyonce, it's like single lady, right? So yeah, you have all your stuff together, but that's like Virgo energy. It's self-contained, right? Virgo means self-contained, the original translation. So yeah, you have everything you need, basically. And so that's making you feel better, even though that old relationship stuff was really clouding your mind for a while. But now you're getting out of that indecisiveness and wanting to have more fun and have more cheer, but you still have a little bit of no chill. You're like, I want to have fun, but I have no chill. So it's not making you want to like move towards any romantic endeavors boldly, basically. You're like, yeah, no, I'm working on my home, I'm working on me, so don't have time for that. Yeah, so at this time, what your biggest issue, I think at this right now, would be working on whatever is your, there's like a new beginning that you are desperately seeking, and you don't know necessarily how to make that work. What's going to be like a long-term stability, that one thing you want to focus on. And so a lot of people are having that like, but I'm good at a bunch of things, so why am I trying to focus on one? But you'll notice that just like working on yourself and working on your home, those were one-step processes. So maybe it's like just calm down on a little bit of the multitasking and focus on that one thing that you want to be your very long-term situation. Oh, and then the fairies say moving forward fearlessly, and that's one of my favorite cards. So yeah, so Scorpio, your advice is move forward fearlessly. Don't worry about fearful things. Oh yeah, the opposite of fear is love. So you use compassion, be loving, and move forward fearlessly. What fear? You know, let me like roll down a favorite Scorpio twins that I love. The Bella twins, like the wrestlers. I love them, y'all. I fucking do. And I forgot they were Scorpios. And so I was like, man, and you know, Nikki has the Fearless Nikki monogram or whatever. So yeah, so think of that like Fearless Nikki going forward. Scorpio energy. Do that, okay? Thank you. And oh, comment, like, subscribe, share to another Scorpio. Look at your sun, moon, and rising. And I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. I'll see you soon. Bye.